They are there to dominate, but unfortunately, they couldn't score more than one goal. They lose 2-1 at Genoa. And only Juventus have gained more points than Genoa in Serie A ever since Genoa sacked their manager and called Ballardini for his not first, not second, not third, but fourth spell at the club. This guy, I checked it out, he has never managed a professional team for more than 1 year. But in the past 3 spells at Genoa, he was always called up in January to save them from relegation, and he has always managed. So in 8 games, Genoa with him on the bench, Genoa have conceded only 5 points, and they've gotten 17 points in 8 matches. That's more than 2 points per game. That's
very good work. This employing a manager multiple times only happens in Italy, I swear. But we've had a question from your friends at the Hopeless Wanderer podcast asking, has Tommy written a review about Gattuso's fish restaurant yet?
What? No, why?
Is this news?
Does he have a fish restaurant? I don't know.
Apparently so.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I have the money to go eat there. It's, a fish restaurant, and it's by Gattuso. So
I feel like there's a joke about battering them somewhere, but it's not quite coming to my mind yet. But yeah.
Guys from the Hopeless Wanderer, I'm sorry. I'm not getting the joke. I've worked all day. It's 10 p.m. in Italy. And finally, I wanted to talk very quickly about Spezia. In our first episode ever, I believed, we talked about Spezia as one of the sides that was surely going to be relegated, but also as the side that would perform in Serie A for the first time in their history. And right now, they're 6 points from relegation. Torino are only +1 from the drop zone, and Spezia are 5 points above them. So that's very good to see. So what's the secret? Number one, they have a very good coach. It's kind of funny. His last name is Italiano, but it's actually German. But he's got the Italian citizenship.
Yeah.
So Vincenzo Italiano, he arrived at Spezia in 2019 from a very, very good season at Trapani, where he only had something like 6 losses, I believe. And ever since he's La Spezia's manager, he's got a very nice record, 69 games, 28 wins, 16 draws, 25 losses, including the playoffs from Serie B, which resulted in Spezia being promoted. Now, I kind of identified 4 key figures in the Spezia team. Let's start from up front. We've got Mbala. This guy he's got double citizenship, Angolan and French. He joined La Spezia in January 2020 from Trapani. This year, he's got already 9 goals in 12 games. He's the penalty taker. He hasn't missed any, and he's looking like the guy who does the job. Now, Spezia haven't won that many games. They've won only 5 or 6 games, I believe. Actually, 5, I think. But they've won against Napoli, for example. Mm-hmm. They've won against bigger sides than them. They've won against Torino, and they're always there to perform. They've got 2 very good midfielders, a more defensive one. You're going to be happy, Rory. Matteo Ricci, whom they bought from Roma in 2018.
Game recognizes game. He's in my fantasy team. He doesn't get many points, but he plays every week.
He plays every week. He was bought from Roma in 2018, so the guy has been at the club already for 2 years. And I feel like for a side that was recently promoted, it's kind of nice to have a core of young players that have come through from the second league together, because it can really create the motivation to progress. Another very good central midfielder they have, Tommaso Pobega. He joined in summer 2020. He's on loan from AC Milan, which worries me. He's already got 3 goals and 2 assists. Also, kind of a good-looking guy, but whatever. This was just a random thing.
Just an observation. That's fine.
It was just like looking at his stats and everything. And I was like, I don't know. It's a guy.
Handsome.
No, it was not like that. Oh my God! I watched an episode from The Office last night where Michael Scott keeps bragging about like a new employee looking super hot. I kind of sound like that. But yeah, check him out. And then they also have a very good offensive left back. Our friends from the Hopeless Wanderer podcast, if they're still there, they're going to laugh because his last name is Bastoni, but his name is not Alessandro, it's Simone. Simone Bastoni is a young Italian left back who's already got 4 assists and in 12 appearances, and he comes from the Spezia youth system.
Nice.
So I think that this team just kind of has a good core of young, upcoming players, a good striker, a very reliable manager. They know what they're doing. They're here to stay. But forget about Serie A, because tomorrow night it's the second leg of the Coppa Italia semi-final.
I'm excited. This is going to be fun.
And Inter go. Do you want to come over tomorrow night?
Yeah, why not? I think so.
To watch the game? Yeah,
I think I can do that.
All right, yeah, we'll talk about it later. But
sorry, we're just doing admin on the pod now.
It was very impromptu. But tomorrow night at 8:45 Central European Time, Juventus-Inter. We are going to play the second half, we could call it. Inter lost the first half 2-0 because of a stupid penalty and then Andanovic howler. If it wasn't for that, I think that we would be going to Turin with a much clearer mindset. And after the 0-0 of the first leg on Wednesday night, 8:45 p.m. Central European Time, we've got Atalanta visiting at Napoli. Everything to play for. Rory, anything else to say, to tell to our listeners before we say goodbye?
I think just the fact that we have to wait for Premier League action feels weird now. I feel like Sunday is a very, very long way away, but with Arsenal's form, that's probably a blessing. I'm looking forward to watching Coppa Italia. It should be good. I don't know. It's kind of so Ibrahimovic is banned, right? Either no Ibra.
What? Sorry?
No Ibra, right? Because he was sent off.
No, man. AC Milan are out of the Coppa Italia.
Oh wait, you're against Juventus now, right?
Yeah, it's the second leg against Juventus.
Sorry, I got lost.
Rory got lost.
Not the first time, probably not the last. Yes, Juventus. Good, I'm with you. Okay, even more excited. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. That was a really untidy end to the show. Sorry, guys.
Nice.
It was a nightmare today. Yeah.
What about the Twitch interactions? How was it today, Rory?
Twitch was kicking off. People are loving Bastoni from the Hopeless Wanderer podcast. We love Bastoni, quality defender. We have had the link to Gattuso's restaurant sent to us by Almune Car Girl. So thank you very much. It is in Gallarate.
Okay, nice.
And it's run by him and his friend Andrea Bianchi, I want to say. Where's the name gone? Yeah, Gattuso and Bianchi Fish Shop. Apparently Napoli fans and Inter fans were giving it very bad reviews when they weren't very happy with him. They were giving it bad reviews on Yelp or whatever they do. So it's near Gallarate is Milan, right? I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was a part of Milan.
It's not that far. Good. It's towards Varese.
Still learning Milan. Only been here 3 years. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm just rambling now, Tommy. This is like the least tidy ending ever. What about yourself? Anything to send us off with?
No, nothing to send us off with. I just hope that tomorrow night Inter Milan are finally gonna get Mamba mentality win once again against an opponent that at times look better, but I don't think it's better this year. Once again, I just want to say that Inter Milan. Actually, this is something that Michael made me think of this weekend. He said, I think that under any other manager, Inter this year would have struggled much, much more. I agree with him. I think that Conte is a manager that does really well under pressure. And if Inter Milan had gone out of the Champions League the way they did under any other manager, the backlash would have been much, much harsher. So, Forza Inter for tomorrow night. I'm confident we can do it. It would be the second overall final in 2 years with Conte as a manager. I think that would be very, very important. Also, to keep going with the season, knowing that you have a final to play in May, I think it's a good motivation to at least try and get a double. As far as Atalanta Napoli are concerned, this is a very unpredictable game for me. I just hope that that football will win. But if I had to pick one of the two teams to advance, considering that I want Inter in the final, Napoli. Fuck Atalanta. I want Atalanta in the final.
Last thing you want is lose to them.
Atalanta is enough to play twice a year. I don't want any more fixtures against Atalanta than that.
Basta,
no more.
Atalanta, right.
Basta, grazie. Guys, this is it. Rory, since you said that you were being a little messy, I will do the goodbyes to our community.
Okay, go for it.
Right, guys, it's been a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for joining us. We're going to get better and better. Rory has actually ordered a new webcam to look even prettier than you already is.
That's more for my OnlyFans than it is for this. But yeah.
Don't tell his girlfriend, please. And Rory, do you want to say anything about your fantasy football? Football Manager little thingy on Twitch? You want some more time?
Yeah, I'm still trying to work it out, guys. Double screening is going to have to be done. The project is coming, and it's going to be a journeyman. So I'm starting off unemployed and see which club is unlucky enough to employ me. Start off unemployed, no certificates, no experience, and see where I end up. So if you like to see me struggle at FM Bravely, then it is going to be coming. I just need to order a screen. My bedroom is about to get a lot geekier looking, I think, but we'll get there. Yeah, good.
And since we were talking about Journeyman, don't forget that on Friday, episode 25 is going to come out. 25. There is going to be a weekly topic entirely dedicated to the career and the deeds of one of football's greatest, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. We're going to cover all the Coppa Italia action and the FA Cup action and preview the Serie A and Premier League games for the weekend for you. Remember that you can find us on Instagram at Anglo-Italian Pod and on Twitter at Italian Anglo Pod. We kind of post daily content. I think we're doing a pretty good job at that. Thank you so much for the interactions. And in case you want to catch up on the pod, remember that last week we released an exclusive interview that fans have loved and we're still thrilled about. I've actually, 3 of the downloads are from me. I've actually re-listened to the interview 3 times, not because I was bragging, but I felt like I wanted to, since we're going to do more interviews, I kind of wanted to notice our strengths and weaknesses. And I think that it was only strengths, no weaknesses, Rory.
That's big words. That's Zlatan-inspired words. On that note, I think we should let these people go back to their families, guys. So we will see you on Friday, guys. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Bye.